नियतस्य तु सन्न्यासः कर्मणो नोपपद्यते मोहात् तस्य परित्यागः तामस परिकीर्तितः.
Now with this verse, we embark on this wonderful journey that Krishna takes us on, which is he places a mirror before our personality, the personality chart. And he starts by speaking of 3 kinds of tyaga. So, firstly, he speaks of tamasic tyaga. See, there are 7 aspects to our personality. Renunciation, knowledge, see, all revolving around action. So the first thing that he deals with is, what is renunciation of action? The next is, before we act, we need to know, we need knowledge of the action. When you perform the action, that action can be classified into 3. Every one of these components he classifies into 3: sattvic, rajasic, tamasic. When you perform the action, you become an actor. What kind of actor are you? Are you a sattvic actor, rajasic actor, tamasic actor? Then he goes into buddhi, intellect, dhriti, consistency. The object of all action is, why do you act? What is the purpose? What is the purpose of your life? What are you seeking all your life? Happiness. What kind of happiness are you seeking? That also can be classified as sattvic, rajasic and tamasic. And by the time you get through to the end, which will take us till Saturday, so you have to come till Saturday, you'll get a clear picture of who you are. What aspects of your personality do you excel in? What aspects of your personality pull you down? All of us have 1 or 2 outstanding features about us. But even the best among us have 1 or 2 things that drag us down. So this analysis helps you to identify your strengths, it helps you to identify your weaknesses, and with this understanding, you'll be able to leverage your strengths, operate out of your strengths to get over your weaknesses. And that's how you bring about a meteoric rise in your personality. This is one of Vedanta's, India's greatest contribution to the world, which is the classification of human thought into 3 grades: sattva, purity; rajas, passion; tamas, ignorance, darkness. So, we begin this wonderful journey into ourselves with this verse 7, where he says, "Indeed, it is improper to abandon obligatory action. Abandonment of that from delusion is declared tamasic." So, what is tamasic tyaga? Remember, from the beginning yesterday, he's been hammering in this concept that neither sannyasa nor tyaga, which is neither renunciation nor abandonment, indicates or implies giving up action. So if you're giving up action, then it has to be false. It's a false state of renunciation. And that's what he's saying here. Tamasic tyaga is no tyaga at all, because it is centered in delusion, in ignorance. And what do you give up as a result of that delusion? You give up obligatory action. Niyatam karma, you give up. However deluded you may be, however confused you may be, you cannot afford to give up your obligations. Here is another outstanding feature of the Indian culture, which lays emphasis on niyatam karma. What is obligatory for you to perform? And why does it lay this emphasis? Because obligation is something that you may like, you may not like. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean you can abandon it. Just because you're unaware of it, you can't give it up. It is your responsibility to become aware of your obligations and fulfill them to the best of your ability. Only then can you call yourself a human being. Because only a human being can perform obligatory duty. No other species in the world can. All other species run after desire. Only the human being. And the moment you shift track from desire-ridden activities to obligatory action, you become an outstanding personality. So, the problem is we're not even aware of it. A classic example of tamasic renunciation is when a lady is, or anybody for that matter, is clearing up the mess at home. And sometimes it happens that in one hand you have a piece of jewelry, a diamond necklace, wrapped in a cloth bag. And in the other hand, you have waste paper. Now the waste paper is meant to go into the trash can, and the diamond necklace is meant to go into your wardrobe so that you can lock it up. Just then she gets some other thought in her mind, and in her delusion, her temporary confusion, what does she do? She puts the diamond necklace in the trash can and the waste paper in the safe, safely locked up. Does that mean that she has renounced the diamond necklace? No. Because the moment she understands it's missing, and the moment she finds the waste paper in her safe, she realizes what's happened. She goes and empties out the trash can, looks into every dirty piece that's lying there in the trash can to recover her diamond necklace. So that is called tamasic tyaga. It is not true tyaga at all. It appears to be tyaga because you're just giving it up. What are you giving up? You're giving up obligatory duty. You're giving it up because you don't know the joy content in it. You have no idea what it does for you. You have not exposed yourself to higher aspirations. I don't know whether you know people whose entire life revolves around a little cocoon. And that cocoon is me, my family members, my wife, my husband, my children, and that's it. The whole life revolves around just that. There is no awareness of anything beyond that. There is no even wanting to know anything beyond that. Anything that happens in the world, the first question is, how does it impact my family? If it doesn't impact my family, I'm fine, I'm happy. You don't understand the grave implications of actions that are going on around the world. So that is tamasic tyaga. You don't know the joy content in higher aspirations, and therefore you get stuck with the lower. You give up the most valuable thing and hang on to trash. That's what we're doing. So this is tamasic tyaga. Let's see what the next level is, rajasic tyaga.